One of my favorite quotes is from that theologian, the well-known theologian, Fred Rogers. He's not really a theologian, but he says some deeply theological things in a very simple way. One of the quotes that he has made famous, and I don't know if it's original with him, he tells a story about his mom, is that when he as a boy would see scary things happening in the world, his mother would say to him something like this: look for the helpers. When things are scary, when you don't know what to do, look for the helpers. There are always people helping. Mr. Rogers, the theologian, would go on to explain that that's why we need to look to police officers and firefighters and other people that are helping in emergencies and helping in disasters, and certainly that's a great application. I'd like to broaden that application, though, at a time when our world is scary. So much is happening in our world, and that is globally. So much is happening in our world, nationally, here in the United States, in communities across the country. So much is happening that really is scary. We don't know how to make heads or tails of so much of what's happening politically, what's happening in the health and science space, what's happening around us. We don't know exactly what to do or where to turn. And I would share with you the same advice that Mr. Rogers' mother gave to him. When scary things are happening, when you don't know what to do or where to turn, look for the helpers. Now, to broaden this out today, I certainly support police officers and firefighters and other helpers. But to broaden this out, I believe as a Christian that when the world is scary, when things are out of control, when we don't know what to do or where to look, the helpers we should be looking for and the helpers that should be right up in front are those that claim to be Christians. Those that say they have a relationship with God through Christ. The Christian community should be the light in the darkness that so many of us are experiencing. We talk about hope. Where is hope found? How can we have hope when so much seems hopeless? We talk about faith in God, and that's where our hope begins. It's faith in God who is outside of our time and space. Because we have faith in God who's bigger than our circumstance, we can have hope, because that hope is found outside of what we're living right now. But the visible expression of that hope are those who have hope, Christians, whose faith is in God, who's outside of space and time, loving one another. Jesus, in fact, said to his disciples, "By this will all men know that you're my disciples. Here's how people will know that you follow me. When you have love one toward another." Elsewhere, we're told to be a light in the darkness. The Apostle Peter, he said we should always be ready to give an answer of the hope that is within us. Here's what hope should look like on this earth in the midst of so much that is scary and out of control. It should look like Christian people not buying into the hopelessness. Christian people having peace in the midst of the storm because we know the one who gives a peace that passes understanding. It should be Christian people not focused entirely on themselves inwardly as so many are, but focused outwardly because we know that we have a God who's bigger than it all. It means helping those who can't help themselves. It means going next door and reaching out to our neighbors to make sure that they're okay and to give them some hope. It means being the light, because we know it's not about us, but we, just as the moon reflects the sun, can reflect the light of the light giver, our Savior, Jesus Christ. What do we do in moments like this? Well, I think we probably travel through despair of our own, hopelessness of our own, a lack of peace, a heightened anxiety. Hopefully we move through all of those things quickly and come to the point where we realize what we have is what so many don't. We have hope because of God. And the expression of that hope should not just be a peace that we possess, but a love that we show. You want to experience peace? You want to reflect the light and offer hope? Then serve others with the love of Jesus Christ.